Good morning, everybody. It is Gabriel Do24 Films Productions, and I just wanted to do reviews on my customs, Connor and Mallard. Now, I know I made videos on these guys like 100 times before, but I wanted to show you how I made it. So let's start. First, we're going to start with Mallard because he's a bit more simplistic. So Mallard was made from my old Trackmaster 2 Spencer that you probably have never seen before. And this was severely sanded down because I wanted to remove all the details Spencer had. So that's why it looks a bit weird. And the tender, I sanded it down when I was younger, so that's why it looks horrible. Yeah, you can literally see it on camera. It has wrinkles. Yeah, it's not good. So, yeah, he was made from a Trackmaster 2 Spencer, heavily sanded. So, he was painted in contrast celestium blue, which you've seen on some of my other models already. And I used a white Posca paint marker that I got to do the handrails. And if you're wondering why the front looks a bit weird, well, it was given clay so it wouldn't look too much like Spencer, because I wanted to avoid that. Because I also thought it was like this, like forward more, if that makes sense. I don't know my terms well, but yeah. And I stole Lorenzo's wheels and I colored in these wheels, the dummy wheels. Let's just uncouple. Sorry. In the 4468, the Mallard and the windows are done with paper. So yeah, nothing much about Mallard. Now onto his tender. All I literally did is paint it and add L and AR. Yeah, that's it. Ew. So now we're on to Connor, which has a bit more work done to it, paint-wise and modeling-wise. So, so Mallard here, he was made from a Trackmaster 2 Streamline Shooting Star Gordon, if you can't tell, heavily modified with clay at the front. So you may have seen what it used to look like in one of the videos where I showed the shaping. So, yeah. This was painted in neon blue. Yeah, I just painted it with a blue color. Yeah. And what I did before is, if you saw in the video, I looked at a reference photo of Connor and I used white Posca paint marker to tell where the white would be, so I tried not to paint the blue on that so I wouldn't waste paint. So this whole part here was covered in white. Yes, there was originally white under this yellow. And if you cannot tell here, there's a bit of black Sharpie under there I tried to paint over. That's because of this black part. I wanted to mask out what didn't really exist for the model, but I made it a bit too long, so I tried to cut it off. So, yeah, the windows look horrible. Well, the windows don't actually look so bad on this side, but on this side, what are those? So, yeah, the chassis I stole from a Trackmaster 2 Thomas. And yeah, you can already see where the clay is ripping, bro. I finished this in like a day, so that's why it's a bit bad. But anyways, yeah. I didn't really have any plans for Shooting Star Gordon, but I do have plans for Connor, so yeah. Sadly, though, you can still kind of see the clay here, because that's where the clay was put. And it's starting to crack already. So that's awesome, bro. Do a flip and you hit Mallard. Now onto his tender. If you saw my old Flying Scotsman custom, you probably know that I made him out of the Wing Thomas cart, which is basically what it is, the Wing Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle. So since I removed the stickers a long time ago, this part was a bit more rough with pesky sticker, and this part wasn't, so I assumed this was Annie, because Annie's front sticker was at the front. And this part's rough and this part's smooth. So this was made out of Annie. Don't worry, I did not scrap the Flying Scotsman tender. I still have it, but I don't have it right here to show you guys. But I still have it, same condition. The only thing is, with the Wing Thomas, I lost the other chassis. So this chassis and wheels is from the Flying Scotsman tender. So, yeah. That is because I only had one chassis for the two Annies, if that makes sense. So basically I lost the other chassis. So now they have to swap chassis, but I scrapped my Flying Scotsman custom, so yeah. And yeah, I tried my best. I wanted to use clay for the rooftop here, but I decided not to because I already used a lot of clay there. And I'm running out of clay. That's good. But what I should have done is use a Spencer tender. Yes, I have a spare Spencer tender. Not this one. I have another Tommy Spencer tender. So yeah, that's right. I had 3 Spencers. My new one that you've seen in October, this one, and another Tommy one that I got a long time ago after this one. This was the first one I got. And yeah, so I basically painted it in Connor's details. I think it looks okay. I did the yellow lining with crayon instead of paint like this one, because I didn't want to get my yellow paint out. So off to the ugly tender. And also, this is like a custom face. Obviously, you can tell by the quality, but the eyebrows and the eyes were traced from the, Better Safe Than Sorry Connor. The Better Safe Than Sorry Connor, the eyes and the eyebrows. But the nose and the mouth was free drawn by me. So yeah, what do you rate these customs? I rate Connor at least a 6 out of 10. And Mallard maybe an 8. Bye guys, I hope you enjoyed.